What, me? Hi, Dream Jammers. Back again. We are we are here at the Casa Monica. Now we're down by the pool. Very pretty. What do you think? Mm-hmm.
Just totally like
We should. Would you like to see the pool? We're going to show you the pool. There's the pool, and we have had an amazing dinner, and we're getting ready to go to dessert in a little bit. But we wanted to come talk to you a little bit about what you should expect from your sponsor and your upline. And I know this is a big thing about how does the structure of Jamboree work and how do you fit inside of a team. So I know we've had questions about that at dinner. Michelle is here. She's going to be joining us in a little bit. So the first thing is all questions answered. Your sponsor should always be the person you go to first. That should be your direct line. If they can't answer the question, they should be the ones directing you where to go. So going, could you ask in the team page? Could you ask our upline, our team manager? Because the team page is a wealth of information of consultants working together. All of us either work full-time, work part-time, or have multiple kids in the house. And so sometimes for us, getting an answer very quickly, if you're trying to go to one person, it doesn't happen. So having to be able to post into Dream Jammers and go, hey, does anyone else know the answer to this? It's very helpful because whoever's online can answer right then. Because you're going to drive me nuts. So that is really, really helpful. Also, because if you have the question, probably somebody else has the question too, which is why sometimes I know Lauren teaches me, and Lauren does it too, to say, that's a great question. Can you ask that in Glitzy or in Dream Jammers? Because it allows us to train multiple women instead of having to answer 15 private messages. So your sounding board with the home office, your sponsor, is your place where you go to discuss issues. So our team pages are areas for growth and positivity. If you're having a serious problem, go to your team manager or your sponsor, and then they will connect with you either into home office or the team manager, who will get you the help you need. But we try to keep the majority of what's going on the team page as think about what you want your new consultant to see. Do you want to see a lot of problems, or do you want them to see helpful information and tips? Your sponsor, you should share your goals. This is Michelle. Pull a chair up. You're going to be in this. You have to chair. Huh? There's no one on. We're recording.
Oh, cool.
Come over. Okay, so Michelle's joining us. Let's see if we can get everyone in. Hi. So we are talking about what to expect from your sponsor.
Awesome.
So you're at mentoring and goals. Sharing goals should come from your sponsor. Your sponsor is your mentor. No matter if it's a small goal or a large goal, share that with your sponsor. That allows her to know how to coach you, how to give you the right encouragement. If you are only wanting to make $50 a month, and that's your small goal, then let your sponsor know that, so she's not like pushing you to have a huge goal that's outside your comfort zone. But if your goal is team manager and you want to do it in 3 months, let your sponsor know so she can give you that push and be alongside of you in the way that you need that help. Who should be applauding your efforts? Your sponsor and your upline should be applauding your efforts. If you are not feeling like you are being applauded and congratulated, come to us, come to your sponsor, and just be honest. We're all human. Communication is another thing. Communication is a two-way street. You should expect communication from your upline, and you should also expect to communicate with your upline. So Michelle is my L1 and Ashley is my L1. I should talk to them, but they should also talk to me and respond back and let me know what they need. We are not mind readers, so that is really helpful. While your sponsor has some responsibility of getting in contact with you, you also have that responsibility to get into contact with her when you're struggling. Let's see here. You should always if you feel like your sponsor is not, give them some feedback. Let them know. Let them grow in their leadership. A lot of us have not worked our own businesses before, so this is a place for us to grow as well. And I always say grace and forgiveness. There should be a lot of grace. There should be a lot of forgiveness. Discuss frustrations with, we always say complain up and praise down. Do you ladies have anything about that? Complain up, praise down? No. She's like, don't put me on camera. You can just talk. They can hear you. It's like a phone call.
No, I just think that negativity breeds negativity. So always do your complaining in private and praise outside everywhere. On the team page, and all of that. But definitely when you have complaints, do it privately.
Completely agree. And I was going to say, always keep the negative stuff going through your upline, because your upline has been in it longer than you, so they can help coach you through those bumps, if that makes sense, because they probably have experienced those bumps. And I always say, if you're having a frustration, bite your tongue, sleep on it, talk to someone, and then talk to the person you're frustrated with, so that you make sure that you don't make a rash decision that makes it way worse because it was a misunderstanding. And always, always, always talk in person, not via email. So call, pick up the phone. I know we do a lot on Facebook. You can video chat too. Who should help you brainstorm? Who do you think should help you brainstorm?
A sponsor?
Mm-hmm. Your sponsor. Your sponsor upline should always have the brainstorm and find solutions and help you. But again, you have to come to your sponsor and say, I need help, and then be willing to take the suggestions they have. Your sponsor must believe in you. You're in a relationship with someone, and if they don't believe in you, then are you going to believe in yourself? And think about this as what you should be doing as a sponsor. Always, always, always believe in someone who's willing to work, because that little bit of hope will help them keep going. And they may just need a little while to figure themselves out, and then all of a sudden they blow out and they're a superstar. So, and again, we're all working for ourselves, but working as a team. So, your sponsor should listen to you. You should always expect your sponsor to listen to you. They should listen when you raise an argument, and then they should talk through any problems you're having. So it's important to listen. What should you not expect from a sponsor? Number one, you should not expect party leads from your sponsor. It's not your sponsor's job to set parties up for you. They can help you run them. That's a perk, and it's not a requirement of any leader to give you a party. So let's see. You should not expect consultant leads from your sponsor. It is your job to find. Sometimes a sponsor will give you a lead, especially if they know that it's your girlfriend, and it would make more sense for you guys to be on a team together than to have you split and divided on working with friends. But it is a perk if your sponsor does that. It is not something that you need to require to be expecting on. It says even elite executives don't stop recruiting once they get there. So your sponsor is also running their own business at the same time as they're helping you. So just remember that. There it is. You should not expect your sponsor to have 24-hour availability. Again, I think we talked about that a little bit before. They are a wife, a mother, running their own business and helping you run your business. So I know I try to be as available as I can be. I know Michelle does. You're available. But at some point, we all have to step off the phone and change a diaper. Give our husband a kiss. Have a sanity break. So just understand. I think it's reasonable to expect a return in 24 to 48 hours, not 5 minutes. As, if we're on, we're probably going to. We don't want to ignore you, but this one's kind of funny to me, but I'm going to say it. Money loans. Sponsors are not there. Yeah. I don't have money to give you. Contests. We do a lot of promotional and motivational perks on our team. And I believe 100% in loving and giving love out, but we're not required to from Jamberry. So what we do from our team is something that comes out of pocket from each person who gives something. So if you get a wrap from Michelle, that came from Michelle, came out of her pocket. If you get 6 wraps from me, that came from me. If you get something from Morgan or Lauren, it came from Morgan and Lauren. It came because we wanted to give it to you, not because we're required to. So what should your sponsor expect from you? Your sponsor should expect to get communication from you. To attend meetings, whether online or conference call or local meetings, to be an active part of the community, to acknowledge the upline. And I don't just mean on Facebook, I mean in general. If your upline is a human being, just like you are, they appreciate things, they want to be appreciated like you do. They don't like to be consistently expected to give, and never get a thank you. So just kind of think, these are things to mull over as you want to start your own team of what goes on in that. 4, you should report back solutions that don't work. If I said, hey, Michelle, go hand out samples in front of the coffee shop for an hour. Michelle went and did it because, it was something new. But she didn't get a single lead from it. She got a sunburn and stinky feet. I would expect Michelle to come back and say, it didn't work. And so I can go, okay, well, that's a bad idea from now on. Or, I'm being silly because it's me on a camera by myself. But
I'm sorry.
There she is. See, Ashley ducked out too. Everyone left me. But if I'm giving all these ideas out and I don't, maybe they're not ones that I have needed to use, but I don't know they don't work. I need to know that, so I'm not passing out all these bad ideas to people. Because sometimes we brainstorm and we go, hey, this might work for your lifestyle. And I've got 10 kids and can't leave the house, but Michelle has none and can go stand in front of a coffee shop. We are kind of loving being kid-free for a little bit.
Yes. A little bit strange.
So again, that communication, that flow of, hey, this worked for me, this didn't work for me. Because really what works for me may not work for Michelle, it may not work for Ashley. What works for Ashley may work for Michelle. It's just that's where the team page is really beautiful in sharing ideas, because we all have a unique perspective to show. Hot buttons. It's really important to me. You must tell your sponsor what is your hot button. How am I supposed to know? Let's say Ashley. Stop picking on Michelle. Let's say Ashley hates being called girlfriend. And I constantly go, hey, girlfriend, what you doing? She's rolling her eyes. She must hate it. Must have picked a good one. But you don't tell me that, and all of a sudden you're already annoyed with me and don't want anything to do with me. And I have no idea that I've offended you. Like, I am not, like, you can't hold me to fault that I don't know that, hey, girlfriend, drives you up a wall. So if you can say, if you know you have, like, I know I'm super emotional when it comes to words. Like, words mean a lot to me. So when I enter into a coaching conversation with someone, I say, I'm really super wordy. Like, you know, like, words hold emotion with me. So if I react funny, that, you know, I may take something and need to process it before I can respond back because of how emotional I get with words. Where if someone's black and white, it doesn't hurt them when you say, your idea sucked. But for me, I'm going, you just crushed me because I'm gray. So it's good to let people know how you feel so that we can coach you in a way, or support you. I like the word support better than coach. We can support you in a way that works for you. We expect you to be friendly. This includes your Jamboree sisters in the group and other team members. Like, you may not like someone, but just pretend while you're on Facebook for 2 seconds. No team drama. We're all adult women. We're all running our own businesses. We love each other, and you don't have to hang out, but be nice on team pages. So I know I'm not the best leader. No one's going to be the perfect leader. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But I can say that I give 100% of my heart, and I give 100% of what I have. So that's all I can do. And I love feedback. I ask Michelle and I ask Ashley all the time for feedback. It's nice to know, did that work for you? Is this working? It may sound silly, but many people become Jamboree leaders just because they don't become Jamboree leaders because they don't feel like they can be a good leader. And I'm here to say you can be a good leader. Everyone has it in them to be a leader. It's just finding out what style leader you are. So I can promise you that I'll believe in you no matter what, because I've seen it. I've seen women become leaders. So the best thing about this is you can grow to what you want. You have what you want. It's good to know what to expect and what not to expect. So now we have a new consultant. Now you are that leader. We're going to go quick, I promise. What do we do? What is our job? Got anything? What do you think? What is our job? What do we do?
As a new consultant.
As for a new consultant. Like, you have brought on Mary. What are we going to do for Mary?
I think one of the biggest things I like to start out with is to find out what their intentions are and what their plans are. Because I don't, as a sponsor, want to go at them straight away with, you want to make a $20,000 a month paycheck right away. If all they're wanting to do is, make $100 a month.
Right.
So that's my first goal, is to find out what they want out of their Jamboree business.
That is it. That's the first thing, is you want to know, what does your consultant want? Because again, it's that coaching, that give of communication. You want to know what's next. So then we're going to decide when and what style launch they have. I mean, as that being that coach for that new consultant or that sponsor, you want to know, what style party do you want? Do you want a 1 hour? Do you want a 30-minute? Do you want an in-home? And help them get that first party. And celebrate. My next tip is to celebrate every single milestone. Mary booked her first party. Mary got her first sale. Mary rocked her party. Build up that confidence in that leader, because, again, there's been someone who's negative Nelly to direct sales business. There's been a mother who said you're not good enough. And there's a husband who's not quite sure what he wants to do with it yet. And if they get negativity from the team page and us, well, then they're just going to give up before they even started. And they could have been the next Morgan. They just needed someone to believe in them. So your main job is to believe. So we've got scripts. We show them where all the scripts are. And then depending on what that that new Mary needs, you may help them run the next parties. You may help them run 3 or 4 parties. Or they may be a rock star and get it after the first party. But your job is to support Mary, not do it for her, but support her emotionally in what she needs for the next step. Don't you think? Do we have anything else? Because it's really simple what we do with consultants. We help them get their feet planted firm. And then we, like a mama bird, push them out of the nest. But that's kind of what to expect from a consultant. And I have files I'll stick into Dream Jammers tonight for you. Do you have anything that you want to add? Anything else, Michelle?
No.
Everyone stick their face on in. Bye.